Hello everyone. It's been a while since my last run. I found a lot more eels, and I took the time to manually explore every place I could, searching for any other eels that weren't on the interactive map or I didn't already have marked down. And I did find quite a few. Not just in the desert, but also a fair bit in Inazuma. A fair bit. Not as much as I anticipated in Inazuma, to be fair. Uh, I have a feeling I haven't found all of them, which worries me just a little bit, but I put in the time. I can't find any more, so I figure it's time to start again. And if anyone finds more that I haven't marked down, uh, email me. So yeah, this today is gonna be less of going for speed and more of like a walkthrough. I did practice a fair bit by myself, like not timing or anything, just to get like a feel for it. And it's a much messier run, so I'm definitely not gonna be very good at it. I'm not gonna be very good at it for a while. But I'm just gonna walk through, and hopefully talk. Yeah, surprise voice reveal, this is me. Hopefully my voice isn't too annoying, and if you hate me and my stupid voice, feel free to email me. Uh, anyway, without further ado, I guess let's start today's run, I guess. You might notice my team is also a fair bit different than it was. I did a lot of experimenting, and I put together a little Google Doc guide. If anyone is interested in a more full-length guide, feel free to let me know. I know I'm the only one doing this as of right now, but if anyone else is interested, uh, I could make something like that. Yeah, this part of the run is stupid now. Pisses me off, Robert. Right. I forget. The best part for this is to get these to get up here, because there's really not a better way up there. Most of this run now is just like, God, I wish there was a better way to do this. And there's just not a better way to do this. But yeah, there's some eels hiding up here to spite me. And then going down here, there's a little entrance. That's why I have that marked, because I forget where the entrance is. And that's gonna appear a little bit throughout the run. But marking entrances and where I need to go underground. But yeah, this one, you go through here, and then you need a bow user here too. I need to get as far away as I can, and then aggro it from as far as possible. And that's because that guy is guarding an eel, and I guess that guy is too. I don't remember him being there, but I guess we're not going for speed, obviously. It's very unpolished. But if I can get this guy, I think usually I was fast enough that he wasn't a factor. But yeah, there's just one little guy there in the pot. That's a trend too, finding a lot of them just in random pots, that I never noticed before, which was really frustrating to notice that and have to check every pot I knew existed. And I'm sure I missed some. I'm sure of it. Like, the second I make this video, I'm gonna stumble upon a bunch more eels. I feel it in my bones. But I can't wait forever. So, get these ones. And then this is an enemy of the run. I'm sorry, Weasel. He scares off eels sometimes. Like he did just then. But there's usually one there that I messed up. It's okay, this is less a real run and more just a benchmark, I suppose. Like, I'll put it on my spreadsheet, but I'm not counting it as, like, a real run. Like, I say this, but it's stupid because I'm the only one doing it, and no one cares. And it's just fun. I do it for fun. I don't know why I take it as seriously as I do. I guess since it's not an intense run, I'll just skip these eggs. This is bad. Huge time loss. Huge. It doesn't matter, but huge time loss. Yeah, I also figured out that Sayu just needs to be in your party. I didn't have to keep switching to her, which is pretty convenient. And I didn't have to slow down to a walk. Like, I still can't use my skill or burst or whatever around them, because that'll scare them away, but I can just do it as normal, and that's pretty convenient. Yeah, no, did those, and then I'll do this string. The string is also a bit annoying, because it makes, like, that one down there just makes it a bit longer. Like, a lot of the sections that, like this, that were already a little bit long, or I had down, just got a bit more annoying. And there's some that are just, they piss me off. They really piss me off. They're like so randomly out of the way, and we'll get to those. We'll get to those eels. But it's like they were placed there just to spite me. I think it's on this level? No, it's higher. It's higher because I'm stupid in the tread. Admittedly, I haven't practiced for a bit. I've been busy with many things, so I am unfortunately a bit rusty. But that's what this is for. We're getting back into it. We're the new eels percent. I forgot what my strategy for this one was. I think it was, yeah, I think I don't have to go up there. I think I just literally go around. Really unoptimized, shameful. But you know, the higher the time is, the more I can lower it in the future, which means number go down. And speedrun likes number go down. I was initially really discouraged when I found all these new eels because number went up very much, and after like improving my time so much, like when I found more, it was just kind of demotivating. So I guess that's why I left for so long. But you know, I dream about these eels. I'm not joking about that. Like, I literally have dreams about eels. I think it's a problem. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. But that's those ones. I got that one over there. I guess we'll go to this one next. This is another one that's just, it's out of the way for no discernible reason. Like, why did they even put one there? Like, they could have put some here, but they didn't, to make it at least feel more like a root, but no, I gotta go all the way out here to these 3 pots to get eels that probably only I know about. Actually, I think these ones were on the interactive map. That's not fair of me. Then this one too. This one sucks because it's so far from any waypoint or anything. So you just gotta turn around and go. And it's nice I kind of have a decent cycle. Like, it's not perfect. I still have to wait for his skill to recharge, but it's decent enough. I tested out every character I could reasonably think of to see like who was fastest and whatnot, and I came up with this composition, and it's probably the one that works the most, at least for me. Partially just because Wanderer is probably my best solo DPS, and that helps a lot for certain parts of the run, and it's a stamina-less skill, which is really nice. There are a bunch of other ones that are definitely viable, and I wrote that out in the doc that my little write-up, and I'll have that linked below, that are definitely viable, but stamina consumption is definitely a big bottleneck in this. So if you have a skill that goes fast and doesn't use stamina, that's the most ideal. And a lot of the other alternatives, they use stamina, so it's a little harder. I don't think this was the way I went before. Ah, so unoptimized. I don't even know where I'm going. What's wrong with me? How can I even call myself an eels percent runner? How can I even call it? There they are. Yeah, I think I went from the surface, and that might be faster. Good to know for next time. Ah, and then this one makes me so sad, dude. It makes me so sad. Like, if you notice, I have 3 little notification pins, all in this area, and it hurts. It hurts so much because I had this little stretch down. Like, I had it really optimized, at least for my frame of reference. And then I found more, and it completely ruined everything. I think this was the biggest hit to my motivation, honestly. Like, if I found all the other eels, I would have been like, oh man. But these ones were a personal attack. Oh yeah, I get these. And then I do the usual. And, like, you'll see when I'm on the same floor, there's these little helpful marks. I just realized I paused and lost a bunch of time. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm a little moron. Whatever. Whatever, Trevor. He's also good for that little ledge. But yeah. I have to wait for this to go all the way down. This slow freaking elevator. I gotta wait for it to go all the way down now. Then I gotta wait for it to go all the way up. All the way up. And then I go down here. And look at that! There's another! There's another elevator. And I know I could technically bypass this with one of the temporary waypoints that you can craft, or the Z-by waypoint, but I don't want to do that. I feel like that kind of defeats the whole point. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel good to me, so I'm at least personally not allowing myself, even if it would save all that time. But yeah, we go all the way here. All the way in this stupid little corner where there's two of them, and then we can't go down that hole. That hole is a trap. Believe me, I wish I could go down that hole and it just be fine. But it doesn't. I've really tried, like, every possible way. Have I messed up? I have not. Okay. Yeah. And then I go all the way back, backtracking. And I tried presetting these elevators to go back down. It doesn't. They just reset. So there really isn't a better way to do this. And it sucks. It really sucks. Because this part was like the cleanest, most optimized part, except for like 2 little elevators, and now there's 4. No, not even, well, technically 6. And they're so slow. They're so slow. But yeah, from there it's basically the same. Just that stupid detour for 2 eels. I almost wish I didn't discover those. But alas, it wouldn't be a true all eels run if I didn't. Maybe I'll discover some sort of elevator skip or something like that. If only. I can't really use bugs because it's Genshin, it's a live service game. Like, I think abusing bugs would be against the TOS, and I don't really feel like doing that. I don't really feel like risking my account for eels. Yeah. Anyway, these last 3. Then we move on. I zoomed in because I got confused. Then we'll go here. Actually, yeah, I think actually it was faster if I went from this waypoint, if I remember correctly, because I can go up here. I mean, neither is very good, but yeah, this one. Oh, well, I guess I could just go up that way, but whatever. We're learning. This is the casual run. This is the time that anyone should be able to get. There's these ones which you also need a bow for. Luckily they're not that hard, it's just a bunch of normal enemies. Just aggro one of them. Oh. Oh. Yeah, and there's a singular eel. Oh shit. I wasn't expecting that guy to spawn. But we got the eel, so it doesn't matter. Then over here, I think this one was on the ground? Yeah, this one's on the ground. Yeah, this one. Okay. These two. And then, yeah, I do this loop of 3. And then going around this way, I think, was the fastest way. I think I tried going around the other way, but it wasn't super fast. So I just... Another fun long stretch of just walking. Oh. Yeah, I also found that world quest when I was searching for eels. I think I found more chests than eels, actually, which is really funny. Because I 100%ed like every region and then some. But looking for eels, I found a bunch more. So I guess if you're looking for Sumeru chests, just look for eels and you'll find some. And these 3. And then I'm not too worried about my menuing being terrible right now, because I'm just making sure I get all of them. I'll go here. And then this part's not super changed. Sorry if my commentary isn't necessarily the best. I'm not very used to talking in general, much less to myself. So hopefully it's okay. If it's not, maybe this will be the first and last time I do it. I don't know yet. Oh yeah, this eel is interesting. This one was actually on the interactive map, and I don't think I would have found it if it wasn't on the interactive map, so thank goodness for that. But basically, this sand pile, crap, has eels in it. So sand piles can just have eels in them, which was a great discovery. A really great discovery, because that meant I spent days just looking for sand piles and clearing sand piles in like, not necessarily the hopes, but to check if they have eels in them, which took a while. It took a long time, and I didn't even find any. I didn't even find any outside of that one specific case. So that was great. Whoever placed the eels at Hoyoverse just hates me specifically. That's the only explanation I can come to, honestly. Yeah, so already we're pretty close to the time it originally took. I don't remember exactly. But yeah. And part of that, to be fair, is I am doing it pretty sloppy. I am, like, not fully focused because I'm half focusing on talking. Oh yeah, these ones really annoyed me because it was right by a waypoint. Like, my stupid Chungus life. But yeah, it's a much longer run now. A much longer run. But there's definitely room for improvements and optimization, mostly in my menuing. My menuing is terrible. Really bad. It was bad even when I was focused and, like, doing my best. Right now I'm kind of doing it almost casually. So it's a lot worse. But there's definitely optimizations to be made. Maybe my routing isn't necessarily the best. And then of course I missed one because of that weasel. I didn't do that one properly. But hopefully the time goes down. At least a little bit. I'm not sure what my goal time is going to be. I'm not sure what's even possible, honestly. My hope is under 30 minutes? I think that's possible. Barely. I'm not certain it is, but I would like to think it is. Because really the bulk of them are in Sumer. The ones in Inazuma, they're a bit more scattered, but there's much less of them. And then Enkanomiya is always really fast, because there's just... And I double-checked that area, too, everywhere. And I couldn't find any more in Enkanomiya. So... hopefully, eventually, sub 30 will be real. Assuming it's possible. Yeah, this one. This one is a little counterintuitive, because you gotta go all the way up. And initially, I didn't go all the way up, and it was much slower, like notably so. So going all the way up is definitely the best way for these. And it is a little confusing because you can't exactly, like, tell where on the map they all are. I just had to double check that one because I couldn't remember, but yeah, no. Then go, I think, down around into this one. And then, yeah. And the reason you don't go up after that is it's just the way it works out is it's just slower. We'll go here first, and here I do like a triangle shape, and this one is special. It's the worst one, and it's not even close. It's the worst eel. I don't like that eel at all. And you'll see why. You'll see why. It's really precise. Um, well, let's get these easier ones really quick. And then you go into this little cave. And it's hard because if you see that guy, he's guarding an eel in a pot. And it's hard to get a good distance away from him. You basically have to be like right here because it's just he's so close to it, and it's just like it's just hard. I don't know. But yeah, these two little guys gotta be a pretty fair distance away to get them. Is that all of them? No, I think I need... Yeah, I got those. And then these are the last ones in Sumeru, I think. I'm gonna do one more double check because there's no illusions of me trying to be fast. Ifa also, I found, is really, really good because you can go downwards fast with his skill, which is really useful for things like stairs or that little downward section. It's just really useful. Good Ifa. Good Ifa. I like Ifa. Yep, and then this one's a little bit different because we also go up the stairs to get this one. And then that should be all of them here. Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark that time. It's a really bad time. But we're actually gonna start from here in Inazuma. Because I think starting from the right and moving left makes the most sense for this one, because then I can just click on Enkanomiya in the map and not have to take... Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Something wrong with me. As I was saying, I think it makes more sense to go right to left with Inazuma, but it's mostly personal preference, I guess. Because of the waypoints, I think all routing is kind of personal preference to an extent. Like obviously, like there's faster ways from each waypoint, but the order you do the waypoints, I don't think matters that much. This would be an annoying swim if not for this conveniently placed little mound. It's still an annoying swim, but it's not as bad as it could be. If your best solo DPS is Ayaka, that would be pretty good. That would be a pretty strong case for her, I think. And then there's no more on this island, which I was really shocked by, but I went over the coast like 7 times. So I think I covered everything, but who knows. There's just one here. Just one little guy here. this little critter. His name is Kabukimono, because he's like right there. It's not in that island. There is two here in this spot, which I found kind of weird that there's multiple islands that just don't have any, and then there's some that just have like one or two. Crap! Gotta remember to be fast on that one, I guess. Yeah, this one is mostly unchanged except for the center. I found 4 spots in the center, but other than that, it's basically the same. I should probably separate my splits too, because this is Kokomi's house, and the rest of Inazuma is not. So maybe I should make those separate splits. I don't know. It doesn't matter that much, because the only thing that matters really is the final time. It's not like there's official splits or whatever. They're just for me to gauge. But maybe I will. I'll see if I can come up with a cute little eel thing to put there for the rest of Inazuma. So there's that little area, and then we go here. Very thankful that this part did not change that much, because I had this part pretty decent. And of course I kill that bird because it scares off the middle eel. I don't know if it would have that time, but I think it was close enough that it would have. And here. Then around. Yeah, the vast majority of the eels that I did find were in Sumeru. So thankfully most of the run, I guess, is unchanged. At least when it comes to Watatsumi and Enkanomiya. Great. And then one more outer island and then the middle. Twiggy. Hello. Well, let's not worry about that. I think this waypoint was the best, because it kind of naturally, yeah, it kind of naturally did that. And that's it, so now we go to Enkonomiya, and Enkonomiya is exactly the same. I checked every nook and cranny, and it was exactly the same, so no surprises here. And this is the last one. One, two, three, and that's our time. 39 minutes. That's not great. That's not great at all. That's pretty bad. um, but that's definitely all of them. Unless I see one in editing, which has happened before. But no, I think that's all of them that at least I'm aware of. And I'm not counting these ones for the run, but in case anyone was curious, there is actually an eel shop where you can get, like, I think 10. You can get 10 from this guy. Yeah. So yeah. I think my current goal will maybe be under 30 minutes. I think that should be pretty easy, considering I meandered a lot in the desert. But yeah, that's the new eels percent.